my name is Kelly and welcome to my channel. So it's almost the end of February. We're this close to March and this month is going by so fast. But I'm very excited because next month people are doing middle grade March. This is a reading event that is put on by Books and Jams, Life Between Worlds, and On the Middle Shelf. While this is my first year doing middle grade March, apparently this is something that they've been doing for many years, and I'm super excited about doing it because there's a lot of books that I didn't read when I was younger that are very popular and very classic. And so I'm excited to be able to read those now, or maybe read some of my favorites from when I was a child. So while people can read whatever middle grade books that they want to, there are some prompts that these ladies are doing that people can follow along with, just as like an encouragement for reading a variety. The group read that they plan to do together, there's actually two of them. One is The Secret Garden and one is The Moon Garden. I probably will not read The Moon Garden, but I do look forward to reading The Secret Garden. I never read that when I was younger. I kind of vaguely know the story. I think I saw part of a movie one time. I vaguely remember a girl yelling at a boy. I don't know. Obviously, I don't know much about it, so I'm excited to finally read that now. I also have a book devotional by Rachel Dodge that goes along with The Secret Garden, which I'm excited to read along with it. I did her devotional for Jane Austen, Praying with Jane Austen, I believe it's called. So good. So when I heard that they were reading The Secret Garden, I thought this is the perfect chance to try to do her Secret Garden devotional as well. Now, there are 5 other prompts for encouraging people to read different things, like I said, and I figured I could go through some of the possibilities that I have in mind for those. A few of them meet multiple prompts, but I decided instead of having one book to meet multiple prompts, I was going to try to assign one book to each prompt, even if it does meet multiple. So we'll see if I get to all of them. If I don't, then at least I know that some of them will meet all the prompts. So I have a little bit of something to fall back on there if I'm not gonna end up reading all of these. So anyhow, without further ado, the first prompt is read a book by an author with 3 names. There are so many middle grade books with authors with 3 names, but I decided on Little House in the Big Woods by Lori Ingalls Wilder. I watched the Little House on the Prairie shows when I was younger, and I know about Little House on the Prairie series, but I don't think I've ever actually read this book. If I have, I don't remember it. So I'm probably gonna count it as a first time read, even if I have read it. So it's about a family that ends up moving to the woods in Wisconsin and building a home there. I believe it takes place, in the late 1870s. So I'm really interested to actually read the words that Lori Ingalls Wilder wrote and not just base what I know off of the TV show. The next prompt was books with flowers on the cover. So I think that the Bible devotional by Rachel Dodge does have flowers on the cover, and I could use that for this prompt. I had a very hard time finding any of my middle grade books that had flowers on the cover. So this one, it is Little Men by Louisa May Alcott. I read Little Women recently, and there's this, I don't know if you can see this, but there's this little picture right here on the cover, and just barely you can see some flowers in there. So I don't know. We'll see if that counts. Hopefully you guys were able to see what I was just showing to you, because my camera is not where I can see it. So if not, then in editing I'll just put the picture up there for you guys to see. So this book is the sequel, it's the book that comes after Little Women, and it's about Jo and her husband and how they have a school for boys. and I'm really, really excited to read this. I think I read it when I was in middle school, maybe. I don't remember much about it, so I'm excited to actually reread it and really remember what's going on. The next prompt is a book that's part of a series. Really, most of the books that I'm thinking about reading are parts of a series, but I decided, like I said, to have one individual book for each prompt if I can do that. And the book that I chose for this is Alice in Wonderland by Lewis Carroll. I've obviously seen movies, but I've never read the book. And I'm pretty sure my daughter's not too happy with me about that because it's one of her favorite books. So I'm gonna finally read it about Alice and how she goes down the rabbit hole into Wonderland, has all of her crazy adventures. I'm really looking forward to this read and just seeing how crazy it is. The fourth prompt is a book that involves travel. So I don't know how many people know about the Trixie Belden series. This is a series that my mom actually bought most of the series when she was younger. They're down there on my bottom shelf. I don't know if you can see them, but she absolutely loved them. And then when I moved out, she gave them to me so that I could have them and read them and share with my kids. And it took me a few years, but I finally started reading them and I absolutely love them. So it's a mystery series. Think Nancy Drew, but Trixie is younger and a little bit more of a hot mess. And she just gets herself into pickles. It's really funny, but there's always a mystery that goes with it. It's a lot of fun. And this one says, the title is The Mystery in Arizona. And Trixie lives, I believe, in New York, somewhere up around there. So obviously, if she's encountering a mystery in Arizona, then she's traveling. And the back, they always take like a little snippet from an interesting part of the book and put that in there. And it says, Trixie, feeling wide awake, wandered over to peer out of the window, which opened onto West Patio. It was as bright as day out there, except for one shadowy corner. And then she heard, rather than saw, that somebody was hovering outside in the shadows. A soft, sighing sound rose and became a sob. Somebody was out there. So I'm excited to read this, and just it's really fun reading these books and getting to experience some of the joys that my mom had when she was reading them, and then we get to talk about them. It's just a lot of fun, and I hope to share that with my kids someday too. My daughter started reading the first one, but bowed out because she was interested in another book, more interested in it. My son did read the first book, so we did get to have some conversation about that and how much of a hot mess Trixie is. But I do know that my daughter does plan to start reading it again, and I'm just really excited to share that with them. And anybody who wants a good mystery series for middle grade, check it out. It's fun, it's clean, it's just it's just a good time. The last prompt is a book written in the 1900s. I decided to go ahead and try Where the Red Fern Grows. I think I watched a movie when I was in elementary school or something about this. I'm pretty sure. I've never read the book, don't remember much about the movie. It's just the name that sounds familiar. So I'm excited to try it. I don't know. We'll see. I'm a little nervous. I feel like there was something sad in it, and I'm an emotional person. I don't want to cry. So hopefully there's nothing sad in it. If there is, don't, I hate spoilers, so don't tell me, but also, I don't know, maybe just tell me, hey, Kelly, wear waterproof mascara when you read it or something. I don't know. Anyhow, so that's that book. But in case I don't like it, I do have another book, or if I have more time, that can fit this prompt, and it's The Wizard of Oz by L. Frank Baum. I think this one barely meets the 1900s prompt. I think it was written in 1900. If I'm right, I might be wrong, but Anyhow, I think that this is a bit for a younger age group. I think it was something like 4 to 10, but 10 is still in that middle grade area. So I think that if I have the time, this would be a fun book to finally read. I haven't read it before, but I think that it could be a fun little read if I have the time, or if I don't like Where the Red Fern Grows. We'll see. Anyhow, so that's all of the books that I might read for middle grade March. They're my possibilities. So I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm excited to see what other people end up reading and hearing how they liked it. Anyhow, that's it. That's all of them. I have no more books for you guys to hear about that have to do with middle grade. At least right now. I don't know. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. God bless.